Well, welcome back to the studio. The pause was a bit bigger than I told you, and than we expected, but finally we are here, we are live, and we are ready for the match Russia against Turkey. Our analysts still the same. It's going to be Dusan and Rema. Dusan, what can we expect from this one?
Yeah, what can we expect? Before the pause, I would say, yeah, Turkey has a shot, and if they bring their best players here, they might do some damage to Russia on their map. But seeing how there were some couple of changes in the meantime, I don't think Turkey has any chance.
And why is that, Rema? You here?
Yeah.
You with us?
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So, can you just quickly, what's with the Turkish lineup?
Yeah, the players from Space Soldiers, Supermassive, and Dark Passage are playing in E-League qualifiers, so that's why they are not able to attend. I think only Supermassive players, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Yeah, that qualifier didn't really go too well for them.
So they got knocked out, so they're able to play now with the addition of some other guys. So they have a okayish lineup, but I don't think that's enough for beating Russia in this BO3.
Yeah.
Really?
Really? Yeah, I think we can just...
What? Are you even listening when I'm talking to you?
I think I misheard you. Sorry.
Let's just get it out of the way. I think the lineup for Turkey, if I'm not mistaken, is two guys from Dark Passage, and that's Voxic and Calyx, if I'm not mistaken, and three players from Supermassive, that's Sasuke, Mini, and Glove. So with that out of the way, I don't think...
And if I understood you well, Rema, you said that's enough to beat Russia.
That's not enough.
Oh, okay. Now that makes sense.
That was the confusion.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe that is.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say such a thing.
Yeah.
With that being said, I don't think they have any chance.
Okay, Rema, we know the lineup for Russia. I think we knew it yesterday.
Yep.
So take us through the Russian lineup. This time, no C's, no Flamey.
Yeah, they maybe decided not to play, or I don't know what's the problem there, but from left to right we have Dasha, World Edit, Hooch, Spades, and Electronic. Pretty much the same lineup that they played against Turkey in the first matchup, only Spades playing instead of Chopper. So we have two players from Gambit, those are Dosha and Hooch. Then we have World Edit from Flipside, the AWP player from Flipside, and I think he can definitely do a lot, especially if the maps are op friendly. And then we have Electronic, the player who is playing now for Team Empire. I think he's a really good rifler. I think he had a really good performance. I think it was in StarLadder qualies, and he really performed well, dropping 40 bombs while his teammates are at 20, and he lost that map. Unfortunately, it was on Cobble. And the last but not the least, Space, a pretty good player, I would say, pretty good rifler as well. He can definitely bring something to this lineup.
Yeah, he's also playing for Gambit, right?
Yep. New addition.
So we already saw two guys from Gambit going through to playoffs. Maybe
the whole Gambit squad.
Yeah, I mean, they
why
will
not?
be the true winners of this TWC. But I know, Dusan, we mentioned the Turkish lineup, but let's see it on our screens.
Yeah, let's see the lineup. As already said, two players from Dark Passage and three guys from Supermassive. We see it now on the screen. That's Calyx, Mini, Sasuke, Voxic, and Glove. Glove. Yeah. Okay. A pretty young lineup. I think you mentioned it once that Dark Passage and Supermassive both have really young lineups and really good lineups at that. But I mean, I don't think they can compare to Russia's team for today. And yeah, it's just sad to see like those top players for Turkey not play today, but
who knows? Maybe the young stars can carry Turkey.
And I mean,
to
60
the playoffs.
youngsters.
Or Isuba wins against Space Soldiers, and then
who knows? Yeah.
Not happening.
Not happening. Yeah.
No.
No.
We'll see. But that would be the lineups. Let's go to the video. Last time Russia and Turkey played, it was Cobblestone. Do you think? Yeah, I mean, it's a different lineup, but do you think maybe Turkey decides to ban that Cobble now?
No, I think we'll play Train Mirage.
You think so? And what's the decider? You smart. So want to continue that?
Dot.
I waited for that
Yeah.
one.
So you're pretty sure that's Mirage and Train we're gonna play today?
No, it's
No,
Train and
that
Mirage.
was-
It's
Oh,
not
Train.
Mirage
Oh,
and
sorry,
Train.
sorry.
What?
My
That
bad,
was
my bad.
like my lucky guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Really.
Oh, look at that! It's not banned either of those maps. Okay, it's cash. I don't think. I don't
The
know.
question was, can we see Cobble again, considering that Turkey lost pretty heavily against Russia?
Yeah, that would
once
be
they
a
had
good
the
idea for Russia to pick it, I would say.
Or leave it,
They stomped them basically
Yeah.
on that couple. They really played well, even though they decided for that cash ban. I think Turkey loves to play that cash and Cobble as well, but Cobble didn't really go too well. They decided to remove overpass and
And the same goes. I mean, we know it's Train. That's fine. But why wouldn't Russia go for Cobble once again? Maybe they don't want to play the
I
same
think-
opponent
I
on the
think-
same map.
No, the thing
Right?
is like I think they're more comfortable on Train, and that's even when we had the first time this matchup. I even said it's like Train or Cobble, and the last ban came to Turkey and they banned that Train and wanted to play Cobble, but I think either of those two maps suited
True.
Russia. So I mean, yeah, they beat them on Cobble, but I think it would be the same story on Train as well. So that's why they picked it. And I mean, I said it once again previously. Gambit team is really good on that Train, and
Yeah. So basically, just Verla needs to be Mo, and Electronic needs to be Adrian.
Yes.
And
that's basically it.
yeah, pretty easy.
pretty Russian team.
Pretty easy.
But Mirage pick for
Oh, look
Turkey.
at that!
Yeah,
Really good
Whoa.
prediction.
psychic.
Can I get like points on that beer
No.
stuff for this one?
Was that how you get that?
I
those
think
points?
that's the way like he
He
gets it.
has like info before the match
Yeah.
and starts.
Yeah, I look into the future.
I mean,
knows?
You're
I'm not-
pretty psychic.
Yeah.
But let's talk about this Mirage pick for Turkey.
I think that's a standard pick for Turkey actually, because we know Space Soldiers love to play that map, and we saw what Zantares and the company from Space Soldiers can do with that map. But I think if you practice among your countrymen, for example, Dark Passage practice against Turkey, they probably played Dark Passage practice against Space Soldiers. They'll probably play that Mirage or
Cobblestone.
something similar, but maybe that's why they're going for that Mirage. Maybe they feel comfortable in it
Yeah.
and whatnot. But
Yeah, but then again, they're going up against 1.6 players that are from the CIS region. Both of those things don't fare well for them on that Mirage, and I think Russia has the upper hand even on that map. So, and
Russia
even
has upper hand since the beginning.
yeah,
so.
but I mean, even the last map being Cobblestone, I mean, there's no chance for Turkey in this matchup.
No. Okay, well, we'll see. Rema, do you think can we even get to that cobblestone?
No,
Nope.
No. Okay.
no,
You're thinking this is a straight up duel.
no.
Can you do that in Russian accent, like Russian English? No. No, bad Rema. Don't do that. But
I like that one. Thank you.
Okay.
Train, first map. Slowly
How
take
was
us.
it in the fun facts? Ne? No, no,
No, that's Bulgarian.
no. That Albanian.
No, Bulgarian.
I don't know why are we even mentioning this, but Train. It's going to be the first map. It's Russia against Turkey. Well, slowly take us into Train and with your expectations. Predictions, I mean predictions.
Yeah, expectations. Yeah,
Well,
The
pretty
same
much
thing.
the same thing.
Yeah.
very much. Okay, 16-0.
We even have help now.
He
for
says
how
60. No, let's go.
No.
No, no way.
No.
I don't see it.
No, I don't see it as well. I was joking. So Russia won the ninth round, picked City side. I think they have a pretty stronger lineup than Turkey has. So I'll go with 16-5 for Russia.
Okay, Dushan?
I'm gonna guess 16-4, because I really don't see the firepower in that Turkey squad.
Yeah, but
And-
I mean, you win one pistol round and you string some rounds together.
It's Train,
I know.
and you can get CS:GO
And you can get
with with,
AWP'd
actually,
with 5-1.
Okay, 16-4 and 16-5. Can I join? No?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Please, you need those points. I mean, he's leading.
I don't really.
Come on, producer, what?
I don't know why he tries still.
Someone said something.
Yeah, no. Never mind. We can even.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why we need those. I'm gonna say 16-7 for Russia, but I'll agree Russia will take it. And that will be all from the analyst desk. We're going straight into the game. Your casters, I believe, are still Harry and Mega Man. Boys, take it away.
Well, Harry, it's about complete anarchy on the analyst desk. I actually have no idea what the hell any of them are talking about anymore. It's just degraded down into jibber-jabber, gibberish and whatnot. So, what about you? What do you think this series is going to go? Now, obviously, we're looking at these lineups, and Turkey is not nearly as strong as they usually are. Obviously, you can look at that on paper. It's obvious that they're missing out on a couple of players. One main player being that Xantares that we've been seeing be pretty solid throughout this tournament.
Yeah, you know, obviously they're also missing Paz and Despa, I believe, as the usual, you know, carry players of the Turkish side. So they are substantially weaker than normal, and as a result, I think Russia, I have a good chance of taking this. I'm going to go the way of 16-4. I don't have a lot of faith in this Turkish squad. I have to be honest with you. We saw them play early on, and they nearly got beat in the qualifying games. They had to actually bring Xantares into this squad to keep them in, if you remember. So,
yes.
Yeah, I don't see it looking that good, especially when the Russian lineup is this strong. But let's see if this can pay off for them. Mini's going to actually get the first on the world edit. That's going to allow them to get out here onto the site. Very little contestation currently from Russia, but they are rotating these players on through. Now, Suzuki manages to find one in the Doja as well, but Electronic coming in from the side. Can be able to get one, manages to make it two, looks for the third, he gets that third, that's three on the board for him now, and Doja comes in with one of his own. It's a 4K for Electronic, and while three players on the Russian side to start this off manage to survive into the next round, and they get that defuse. So Turkey, they do get the bomb plant, that's an extra $800 in their pockets, and will allow them to get that third round buy-in. But a nice 4K there, ultimately to secure the round for the Russian side.
Yeah, really nice retake there from Russia. I mean, they had one player forward on the site. You actually saw two players go down. Or at least Doja, who was stuck on the site, goes down. You had the long range on the world edit. He goes down. And you thought, you know, things looked pretty good for Turkey. You know, they had the 5-on-3. They had the ability. But then Electronic just comes in and throws a spanner right in the works for him. So pretty nice stuff there from the Russians to open things up. Turkey, though, with that bomb plant, they are going to be able to, like he said, like Harry said, be able to get that third round buy if they do desire to go onto those AK-47s. But look at the damage that they're doing so far into this round. They've got Electronic very, very low, but World Edit with the shotgun, just 3 kills with the shotgun. That is so much money. $800 per kill. That's $2,400 off of those 3 kills. So that's just absolutely massive. He's got $6,400. It's the only kills that he's gotten. He also has the Zeus. Remember, he tried to get cheeky with the Zeus when they were playing on Cobblestone the other day against Belgium, which they ended up getting beat down pretty hard. 16-8, I believe, was the final score of that one when they played against Belgium in that BO1 on Cobblestone. But this time around, it should be a little bit easier for the Russians to be able to shut this one down. But we are into that third round. This is where the AK buy comes in for the Turkish side. And we'll see whether or not Woxic and Kalix can kind of will these guys to the win. We saw Sasuke before. For the Turkish side, he didn't perform all that bad, but I don't remember really much from Glove or Mini, so I don't know these two players too much, but as far as the firepower on the Russian side, they've already got the AWP into the hands of World Edit. Look how aggressive he is. Straight up to T-Con, spots out the shoulder of Woxic, gonna land the shot as well, takes him off, just rips his elbow right off of his arm, and that is going to be the opening pick going the way of the Ruskies once again.
Yeah, that's going to give them that one-man advantage early on. Space is going to be peeking that angle. Does get taken down by Kalix. That's going to equalize out these numbers into a 4-on-4. But look at this push from Doja with the UMP in hand. He's so far up from that B site, and I don't think they're going to expect him to be here. Suzuki is going to go on to pick the angle, and while he's going to be able to find him, that's a little bit of money in the bank and a free frag there for Doja. Don't want to trade for it just yet. Mini coming in is going to catch those looking the wrong ways. It's going to go 3-on-3, but Kalix 7 HP and a dream as he pushes out here onto the A site on his own. No one there to trade for him. Maybe a bit of an error here as there are 3 Russian players to counteract that as Electronic mops him up, no questions asked, while the remaining Turkish players pushing into that B site. While that it does find one on the glove, so now it's going to go all on Mini. 1 versus 3 here. Bomb still isn't down, 20 seconds left. And Molotov going to come in to delay that push in from the CTs that much more, but still 1 versus 3. Not the situation you want to find yourself in. Well, that it looks down, Win with the AWP in hand and picks that up. Mini goes down. It's going to be the 3rd round on the board currently for Russia. They lose 2 players into that round. They do manage to get the defuse. Turkey getting that plant will have a good bit of money, but I mean, they still don't have enough to buy into this round. Wouldn't surprise me if we see them go into a force, which is what they're going to go into, buy down to about 2,000 and see what they can do with that. Over on the Russian side, however, you've got a very strong economy starting to build up. Well, did it on 3 grand. He can buy next round even if he dies. Hooch 7,000 and Doja on 3,500. So a fairly strong economy for the Russians. Turkey already starting to lag behind a little bit in the early stages, but it's only been the first 3 rounds, so let's not rule them out just yet as they start to head over towards this big site.
And again, I mean, World Edit aggressive here. Going to be able to find 2. He's already firing on all cylinders thus far into this one. He's got backup from Doja, so if they do push sidewalk through that smoke, he's going to be available to be able to help his teammate out. There's actually a gap between the 2 smokes, and that's where World Edit's going to wait. And there's the Zeus frag, so insult to injury there. World Edit still playing aggressive on sidewalk, manages to find the 2 AWP frags plus the Zeus kill. He's now 9-1-1. And this is the craziest part about this, because when we saw them play on Cobblestone against Belgium, World Edit went like 1-13 at the beginning of that match. So this is a completely different World Edit that we're seeing today. We know how strong he can be with the AWP. We saw what he was able to do at E-League against Echo Fox, where he absolutely destroyed them, had one of the highest HLTV ratings ever posted. And we will see, once again, him start off on the right foot. So he's sitting a little bit over a 2 frags per round ratio at the moment. But it looks like we are going to see a hit coming towards that outside train yard, as there are a couple of players out towards Olaf Meister outside. And for those of you who aren't familiar, Olaf is that little nook right outside of T-Con to the left side of the blue train before you get to Old Hell. So that's what we refer to as Olaf. And Woxic, he does have the AWP this time around. We saw him do some work with it in the last matchup for Turkey, but unfortunately, he's already down at 12 HP, and he does get the opportunity at a shot, and actually some nice frags coming in from Turkey. It's going to come all the way down to Doja, who only has a UMP. He's got himself out with 2 count, going to spray and pray, and they don't get a single frag on the Russian side. So the first round we see on the board for Turkey, it comes in their second full gun round.
Yeah, I mean, that's very good there from Turkey, securing that this early on. I think a lot of people expected Russia to take it to a much higher scoreline before Turkey even posted a round on the board. So it's getting one in early on, just trying to take a hit out of the Russian economy. A nice little chunk has been taken out as well. If you look, Hooch is really the only one with any sort of disposable income lying around. And that's going to allow Turkey to get their first round on the board and perhaps a little boost of confidence here, because you can tell that Russia, they were playing with no respect for the Turkish side. They're very confident, they're very sure of themselves, and that's demonstrated by, World Edit playing so aggressive with the AWP. I know that is his kind of style of play, but still, going in for the Zeus frag, stuff like that, Calix is going to start things off with 1 into Electronic. That's going to give Turkey that 1-man advantage. He manages to make it 2, actually. He still hasn't been traded out just yet. And while the remaining Turks are making their way through, pushing up through the Ivy area, it's going to be World Edit to try and challenge him. He's going to get caught off guard by Calix. Calix on 3 now. Calix on 4. Calix is on fire, as a matter of fact, as he locks in that 4th frag. It's going to go 4-2 in Turkey. They post their second round on the board. Russia now, they're forced onto an eco here. Hoocher, he does buy a... does have an M4. Don't know. That was probably in a little bit of an error, as it looks like they're going to be force buying into this, trying to keep the pressure on Turkey. And I think that's once again because the lineup isn't looking as strong as it would have liked. They're just trying to maintain the pressure and keep their economy weak. But I mean, if they take this round, this is going to come back and bite Russia in the arse.
This is actually a pretty decent buyout here from the Russian side. And you can see World Edit making use of that AWP already. He does manage to find the frag on a Woxic. Sasuke is going to go down here in T-Con as well to the 5-7 of Hooch, an unarmored Hooch who's able to pick up a kill. So that's actually pretty massive into the round. And there you go. Hooch again finds a second one. He's got World Edit to back him up. The trade comes out, and this is favoring heavily the Turkish side. But we saw the hero of the last round, Calix, was able to get 4 big kills. But this time around, he's in T-Con, and World Edit is not going to miss that shot. 3 kills on the round for World Edit. He's up to 12-3 right now, and he says, anything you can do, I can do better, Calix.
Yeah, just looking downwind there with the AWP. That's not the situation you want to be in if you are Calix, finding yourselves on the opposing end of the barrel of a World Edit is not a nice place to be, no doubt. And that's going to go 5-2 now. Russia, they take their 5th round on the board. Turkey, they've still got 2, so they've still got a little bit of an edge into this. And, well, looking at it now, they're going to be going once again for this very, very fast and aggressive push out onto A as they get Mini out. He's got a lot of information from this position as to the whereabouts of some of the members on the A site. You can hear Electronic up on top of the green train. I should be able to spot him out now as he starts to push out of the site. He has, however, got all of the Russian side kind of collapsing in on him. He gets taken down. Globo does find one onto Hooch, and that's going to open things up down towards Ivy. Electronic trying to rotate on through to pick up the return frag, and he does so as Glove gets taken down. That's going to put it into a 3-on-4 now, and Woxic, Calix, and Suzuki, or Sasuke, however you want to say it. Sasuke. It's going to be a 3
You and these
versus
names,
4.
man. I'm telling
Sorry,
you.
how would that say Sasuke?
That's how they pronounce it in Japanese.
Okay. Well,
I
then there
watch
you
a
go.
lot of anime. I'm a bit of a weeb, okay? Deal
Yeah,
with it.
exactly. You can't. I'm not. I'm just a normal human. I don't have these settings in
Normal
me.
human.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, but it's going to go
Oh, wow.
6-2, and Russia, they
Alright.
secure their 6th round on the board. We're 9 rounds in, and Turkey, they are going to be on a bit of a force by here.
Yeah, but again, I mean, we've seen moments of greatness out of this Turkish lineup. It's just a matter of being able to string it together. They got the 2 rounds in a row, but they've got reset now. So they're going to be on the pistols, a little bit of armor. They've got some smoke, so it looks like it is going to be an execute towards the outside. And it's funny seeing everybody huddled up on top of that dumpster outside to try to make something happen. But the fact of the matter is they've given a lot of real estate to Doja, who's just pushed completely up through the box halls. And they're going to be going for this flank play, and this is going to be inherently scary. There's going to be 1, 2, 3. The spray down from Doja. He comes around from the ladder room. They weren't ready. They weren't ready. He wasn't ready.
Yeah, that's fairly true. I mean, I don't even know if Doja was ready. He just sprayed them down through the smoke. I didn't even think he knew he was going to get 3. He just kept going once he got the first 2. Picks up the 3rd on the bomb planter as well. That's going to secure the 7th round on the board now for Russia. And well, Turkey, I mean, right now they have the hopes and dreams of the Turkish nation lying on their shoulders. That could be too much of a weight to bear, though, as they do go 5 rounds down early on. Electronic picks up 1. Spades comes in with one of his own onto Sasuke as well. Calix, though, does get the return frag, but then Electronic and Hooch doing a great job of posting this back into the advantage on the Russian side, and it's going to leave it all on Woxic here. 1 versus 4, all up in hand, and well, Electronic doesn't want him to save it as he pushes up on top of the train and lands the spray down onto Woxic. That's going to go 8-2 now, and Russia, they're looking very strong.
Very strong indeed. And again, I mean, 14-3 for World Edit. Electronic at 12-2. Just carrying a brunt of the frag count here for these guys right now for the Russian side. And again, it's Kalix sitting up at 9 kills. The rest of his team down at 3, 2, 2, and 2. So difficult spot. And Woxic, one of the players that I would have expected to have a little bit more impact into some of these rounds, has been relatively quiet throughout. And now you can already see some of the progression coming down towards the Ivy side. There's 3 players over there, and now Kalix with this Desert Eagle, he's actually going to find another pick. He's up to double digits now, 10-8, as he does manage to take down Doji, getting a little bit too aggressive, and Minnie's going to find a frag on the Hooch. So the 2 Hellraisers players are now off of the map, or former Hellraisers players from a long time ago.
God, yeah, I remember them.
Again, Kalix is going to find another one, and another one, another one.
Another one.
And there you go, an unlikely round stolen away for Turkey.
Yeah, no. Ignoring the fact that Corey momentarily turned into DJ Khaled, it is going to go 8-3 as Turkey secure that 3rd round on the board now. They're going to be able to buy up into this fairly
Well, I've
comfortably.
told you in the
Got
past,
5 grand.
Harry. I've
Oh,
told
yeah,
you in the
go on.
past.
What have you told me in the
What
past?
is DJ Khaled's favorite number?
No, 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 stop. You already
It's
know what the
11.
reaction's
Do you
gonna
know
be.
why?
I do, but go on,
Another
tell me.
one.
That's why.
Yes.
Right. It's going to go now into the 12th round. Mini secures a nice early entry onto space, but it's going to get returned here back into the favor of Russia as Electronic and Hooch both contribute 2 kills to the Russian side. That's going to put into a 3 versus 4 here as Turkey trying to push their way out onto A. Calix gets tagged down to 20, but plays a very aggressive angle on the train. And oh, the jump off the ladder. FaZe would be proud. Fakey, 360 AK frag as he picks up a 2nd now. And well did it in with the collateral there onto Calix and Suzuki, and now it's all going to fall on a Woxic. 1 versus 2, AWP in hand, and he's got to try and clutch this out for the Turkish side. And he's slowly making his way up towards the bomb train. P250 out, rocking out with that. He's going to peek the corner slowly, and oh, that's unfortunate. You've got 2 Russians there, arms to the teeth. And he is going to get taken down fairly comfortably. 9-3 is the scoreline right now in Turkey. They've got the hopes and dreams of their nation, like we say, on their shoulders, and this lineup is one that people haven't expected too much from. But right now, they've done well to get 3 rounds on the board up against this very well-oiled and very skilled Russian team.
Now, for me, Turkey either needs to not get another round, or they need to get 3 rounds, just so all of you are wrong on your predictions. Because if they get 1 more round, then one of you's right. If they get 2 rounds, then somebody's right. They need to either not get another round or to get 3. And this is a good start, though. Russia going to be able to find that opener. Hooch with the AWP. He's upping down Ivy this time around and leaving World Edit to be on that fast rotator towards that inside bomb site. And that's actually where they're going to be posturing up to go as they work their way through box halls. And now look at this. World Edit reading this right. Doja's close up on that A ramp. They do know that they've got the assistance there, but they get spotted. World Edit's going to hit that shot. Just barely a sliver of him showing. The Calyx is going to come around the corner, and he's going to, or pardon me, Mini's going to come around the corner, and he actually finds 2 picks. So that opens up that inside bomb site. You can see him accelerate behind that, put the gas pedal to the floor, and Woxic, a name that we haven't been able to play all that, or say all that much, is going to be able to find another one and a second, and that is going to be Mini to find the triple on the round. A beautiful job from Turkey, and they get their 4th, so now they've got some breathing room moving into this next half, even if they don't get another round. But they've been doing a pretty good job at least scraping together these buys and punishing the economy for Russia late in this half. If Russia loses this, they're going to have no money into the next round, which is the final round of the half. So it's a golden opportunity for a potential 9-6 scoreline.
Yeah, a 9-6, you know, that's not something you can say is too shabby. Woxic's going to start things up with 1 on a wild. It's going to go 4 versus 5 early on. 1-man advantage over towards Turkey. Doja does find the equalizing number frag out onto Sasuke there, but still, it's going to be a 4 versus 4 now, and well, Glove does get dropped at the hand of Doja. That's 2 on the board for him now, and he's looking out for Woxic, trying to spot him out too, and he makes it 3. That's the hat trick on the board. Mini finally comes in with a frag of his own. Now it's going to go 3 on 2, but still a 1-man advantage towards Russia, and oh no, look at this.
There's a problem though, Harry.
Yeah, look at Hooch. Look at Hooch's right now. He has discovered that bomb. Saying that, like Mini, he doesn't care. He comes on through, lands that shot.
He's stepped up the last 2 rounds.
He has. That's going to be 2 on the board for him now, and he's looking to make it 3 once again as he starts to make his way over towards that bomb. Doja has pushed up. He's got a 3K of his own, so it is the clash of the Titans very much so over here as both Doja and Spaze stack up on this bomb. Turkey, it's going to fall on a Calyx and Mini, 2 of their star players in the early stages of this game, trying to hold on to this. 40 seconds left, and what you can see, look at the positioning. Calyx slowly making his way around. He's looking to come through A main nice and quietly. Or, I mean, I would say send him down Ivy, then you can split onto this.
That's what I was going to say too. Yeah, he's going to actually fall back and go to Ivy. This is the smart move. There's nobody that's actually watching this flank from Ivy. They're both postured up watching. You know, now you see Space check it, but he's going to go back into the sandwich side here. And Mini's going to come around the corner. Doja's going to be there to be able to take him down. But now there's hardly any time, but this Molotov is going to be on point, and that's going to flush out Space right into Calyx. That's a beautiful job from Calyx. Let Mini go out, find both of those players, and because he did that little reconnaissance mission out of T-Con, he even lost his life, but that alerts Calyx to where both players are. One on top of Blue Bin, one playing from the sandwich between the 2 trains, and he just drops the Molotov, flushes the player out, gets the headshot on the player on top of Dumpster, and is able to clutch that out. And now look at the buy for Russia. I told you it was going to be bad. They have a Mag 7 and 4 pistols. So this is a golden opportunity for Turkey to be able to get some momentum going into the next half.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's expected them to do this well. They are a very makeshift last-minute entry here for the Turkish side, and currently they have posted a very scoreline. Glove's going to start things off by finding 1 into Electronic. That's going to go 9. Going to go 1-man advantage in favor of Turkey now. And well, Sasuke's been trying to peek out. Isn't able to find anyone just yet. Husha is playing this angle with the CZ. Finds 1 on the Glove through the smoke, but now they know where he is. And Mini's coming in trying to get that trade frag. He's able to do so. And Hooch is playing this close angle here. He's going to push through the smoke with the CZ. Woxic's going to punish him for it with the AWP in hand. It's going to go 4 on 3. And well, then once again with the Zeus does find 1, but it's going to get traded out. It's going to go into a 2 on 3. And it's going to rest on Doja and Spaze. Mag 7 and 5-7 combination. There's a lot of 7. He's watching He's going to be watching that angle, and well, he's going to land it. It's going to go 9-6 as Turkey, they post up a very respectable scoreline.
Absolutely, and that's, I mean, that just goes to show you that you can never count these players out. And already, everybody's predictions are already wrong for this one. World Edit on 18 kills, Electronic on 14, but Spaze only has 4 kills, Hooch only at 9. These are players that you expect to see punish these maybe lesser experienced players. You know, you see Woxic down at 6 kills, Glove down at 4 kills, even Sasuke at only 3 and 12, but you've got 16 frags on Calyx, 12 frags on Mini. Mini playing with 111 ping as well, I just realized. So him being able to get 12 kills, not only that, but the impact that he had in those last couple of rounds. I mean, they won 4 out of the last 5 rounds on the Turkish side. That's just massive, and it all comes because Mini gets these multi-frag rounds time and time again. And it's hard to believe that he's actually able to do it with that high of ping. I did not realize he was playing with 100 ping. You've got Calyx, who's now lagging at 100 plus ping. So these guys are just a testament to their fortitude right now.
Yeah, no, definitely. And, well, it's going to be a tech pause. Perhaps they're trying to rectify these ping issues, as Turkey is the side to be calling that in. But I mean, like you said, I mean, Mini and Calyx, they've been doing some phenomenal work for the Turkish side. And I do feel like I agree with you there. Turkey, everyone was underestimating them. They're very much the underdogs in this situation. No one was expecting them to get more than 5-6 rounds, and they've already shattered the predictions, like you say. And they've gone above and beyond what everyone figured they could get. I mean, this is the Cinderella story here, potentially kind of forming up into play. Like, no one expected them to do well, and well, here they are. They're showing us, Turkey. We may not have the what people consider our best lineup on, but we're still gonna give it all and give it our best to try and take out Russia, who up until this point have been extremely strong.
Yeah, but I mean, it's extreme strength in a very small portion of their lineup. That's what it all boils down to right now. Is you've got, I mean, between 2 players, you've got 34 or 32 kills. And then the combined total of all 3 of the other players is only 24. So, I mean, World Edit and Electronic doing a brunt of the work right now. World Edit, especially with that AWP. But you saw him have the hot hand early on. He kind of cooled off there at the later stages of that opening half. I mean, at one point he was up at, 14-2, 14-3. And then he goes 4-4 for the remainder of that half for the last couple of rounds. So that really kind of shows you the impact that he has later on in that half, which is crazy to think about. And that allowed Turkey to have the room to get themselves back into this matchup. And so. But, I mean, again, we've got this pause out right now. I assume it's because of the latency issues. We saw Calyx lagging a little bit. We saw Mini lagging a little bit. Hopefully these guys can get this all sorted because we want to have a nice, fair, even match between these 2 teams. And it's a golden opportunity for Turkey right now because this is, I believe this is the Russian map pick. If I'm not mistaken, or is this the Turkish map pick? This is the Russian map pick. Turkey picked Mirage, so another map that we could see high impact from World Edit with the AWP on. But again, I mean, maybe Turkey is favoring that map because they know a little bit, they can play a little bit more team-based on that one. So we'll have to see how that one ends up formulating down the road.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is what you got to bear in mind is the Russian side, they are, I mean, they're much more accustomed to playing as this team that they've got right now. They've been fairly similar throughout the competition. They definitely seem a lot more solidified as a team, whereas Turkey feels a lot more like a mix, because, I mean, these players were picked up very last minute for the Turkish side. I believe only a few of them actually have been playing with each other throughout this, throughout the league so far. So, I mean, to come into a map like Train when you're up against Russia, a map that they, is so determined by your ability to play as a team, and, you can't just kind of go for these pug-style strategies on, and then to post the 9-6 scoreline is just phenomenal. I think that bodes well for them on Mirage as a result. Mirage can be considered to be a lot more puggy. You can get away with doing, a lot more basic strategies, a lot more individual play coming into it. Whereas a map like Train is so incredibly team orientated, and right now the fact that Turkey, like we said, got those 6 rounds on the board is going to bode very well for them. I think potentially we could be looking at some sort of upset here. I mean, if Turkey managed to win this pistol, it's going to go to 9-all, and at which point they're definitely on what is the more favored side of the map as well. So to be able to equalize things out that early on, it's going to be huge for them. And I really hope, and I know I'm meant to be the most unbiased person in the world, but I do hope that they can get it, just so then we can see this game go nice and close and down to the wire, because I think it's been phenomenal from both sides so far.
Absolutely. No, I agree. And, it's one of the main reasons why, even in sports, I mean, look at last year's premiership for football. You want me to go a little European on your asses right now, and I will. Look at the unlikelihood of Leicester actually being the champions crowned for that. I mean, it was 5,000 to 1 odds that they were able to do that, but every dog has his day. Everybody can win on their own given day. Now, that's not to say you can throw 5 silvers together and beat SK or Navi, but that's just saying that on the professional level, Even between tier 1 and tier 2 players, you can still have a team come up and snatch away a map or two off of other teams. Look at what happened at previous tournaments when, what was it, the old CLG lineup on Mirage against Fnatic, when Fnatic was in their ridiculous form. I believe it was at, what tournament was that at? I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it might have been at ESL Pro League LAN, or it might have been, I think it was Season 1 of ESL Pro League LAN. I might be wrong on this one, but they ended up taking, it was in the group stages, and they took a map off of Fnatic. It was like 16-8 or something like that, some ridiculous scoreline on a map like Mirage, which Fnatic was notoriously really, really strong at the time. So that's just to tell you that, you know, anybody, an underdog, you know, can always surprise you from time to time. And I think that's what we're getting a little taste of right now, is that Turkey, even though they've only got 6 rounds, those 6 rounds came in gun rounds. And that's the important thing. They didn't get the pistol round. So it wasn't like they only won 3 gun rounds throughout the duration of that. They won 5 gun rounds plus an eco. That's the other thing to think about. They won one of those rounds when they were on the back foot with like a couple of players with armor and pistol upgrades.
Yep, and we are finally going to be seeing the unpause coming on through now as we approach into the first round of the second half. This is map number 1, Train, and like you say, map number 2 is going to be Mirage. That's Turkey's map pick. So we're going to be going back into this now as we start the second half. Turkey on the CT side, playing the defensive, and Russia, they're switching over towards the T side. Looks like B is going to be the call here, is all 5 Russian players charging over towards that B site. And while it's all going to be down to Mini here, playing the anchor, try and hold this up, and he's gone into a very forward position. I do feel like they could get punished for this as Electronic comes in, gets that trade. That's going to open up the site. The rotate, though, is already fully underway from the Turkish side, but Electronic chimes in with 1. Calix and Woxic find 2 of their own. So now it's going to go a 1-man advantage in favor of Turkey here. Bomb is going to get planted finally by World Edit, and it's going to start counting down as of now, and it's going to be this 2 versus 3 here. Well, they're opting to stay close into the site. Hoocher, he's pushed up into the upper area to watch that bomb plant in the event that World Edit gets taken down. If they trade into this, there's a good chance that they can make this work. World Edit is going to find 1 before getting traded down by Glove. That's going to put into a 1 versus 2. Now Hoocher, he's got the Molotov in hand to deny this plant. He throws it.
Nope, it's not going to work.
Gonna
Glove just needs to stick it.
Yeah, he has the kit, and they didn't account for that, so that does mean that round is going to be forfeited to them. I think he threw the Molotov a little bit late and didn't account for Glove being the player with the kit, so that's going to allow Turkey to get their 7th on the board, and what an embarrassing way for that to pull through.
I don't think that it was necessarily that he threw the Molotov too late. It's just that he didn't account that he had a kit, and that's one of the things. Is it actually takes 6 seconds to burn a player alive with a Molotov. So if you stick the bomb right before the Molotov blooms, you will always get the defuse if you have a kit prior to that going out. Now, if they drop 2 Molotovs, that's a little bit of a different story. It'll double the damage. But with that being said, they do get the defuse out of that. And Turkey, like you said, what you wanted to see, they do manage to find that opening round into the pistol in the second half. And look at this. They actually get the opening frag, and that's the bomb carrier. So they lose the bomb inside. And now it's going to be on Mini, who does manage to pick up 2 kills. And now we're going to see Glove go blow to blow here at Ivy with Doja, and he's going to win that fight. So no frags on the board thus far into this round from the Russians, and it doesn't look like they're even going to get a bomb plant out of this, and they will not. They lose the bomb again on the inside train yard. And that's going to leave it all on World Edit, playing super, super passively, super far back. And a lot of CTs actually pushing towards his direction right now. As you can see, Woxic right around the corner with the FAMAS, and that is going to be the end of World Edit.
Yeah, no, this is phenomenal here from Turkey. They're going to be able to take it to a 9-8 scoreline before Russia get their first buy. Now it's going to be the first rifle-on-rifle round, and in my opinion, this is going to say a lot about the pacing of this game. If Russia come through, they completely smash the Turkish defenses, get that bomb down, secure the round, no questions asked, then I think we could easily see Russia taking this. But if Turkey managed to win this round, I think that it might go the way of the Turkish side, because, you know, you set the pace of the game so much in this first round here, in the first gun round. And, well, Calix finding 1 early on is going to be the immediate red flag to Russia here as he manages to make it 2. Glove comes in 1 of his own. And Sasuke trying to do all he can with this UMP. It's an SMG, and while he's using it now against fully bought Russian players, and he's going to be able to pick 1 up on a World Edit as he goes down. Now it's all going to fall in Doja. Glove comes in, makes it 2 for him, and it's going to go 9-all as Turkey, they pick up the first rifle-on-rifle round and knock Russia back down onto another eco here. So I think we could potentially see this one slip through the cracks and go the way of Turkey.
Not to mention the fact that Turkey did that in a flawless fashion. They didn't lose a single player at all. They had a very expensive buy into that round, and again, it's Calix and Mini that are doing a lot of work. Glove stepping up, getting a 2K into that round. Sasuke picking up a kill. That's a little bit of a confidence-building kill, getting World Edit with that UMP. But look at this, Sasuke, here you go. Here's a confidence building round. He sprays down 3, almost gets the 4th. Calyx is going to be able to find that, and then Calyx comes in for the double at the end, so it's going to be the full house. And Sasuke, he was at the bottom starting this one off. He's still at the bottom for his team, but he's 7 frags now. Going into that second half, he only had 3. So a good start to his second half of this one. And Turkey, 10-9 now in the lead. So this is throwing all the predictions out the window. They were already broken at the beginning of the second half, and they're definitely far and by way far away at this point. And now we're going to see another fast strategy outside. Electronic already out by Olaf. The Molotov comes out. He's burning alive. He's got to waste his smoke, burns the smoke out. And that is going to be a little bit of utility that they're not going to have later on in the round now for the Russian side.
Yeah, not to mention that Turkey got a flawless round, 3 rounds in a row now. So their economy is looking very, very strong. And, well, Electronic is going to get tacked down early on. Like you say, he's already lost a good bit of utility. Hoocher going for a really aggressive place. Going to be able to find 1, makes it 2, and that's going to open things up for Russia. This is the best start we've seen them having quite some time as they push out onto this A site here. And it's all going to be down to Glove to try and counteract this play. And, well, Doja over by Sate manages to pick up 1 of his own. That's 2 for Hoocher, 1 for Doja, and Bomb finally getting planted. It's all going to fall on Mini and Woxic to try and clutch this one out for the Turkish side, but they've got plenty of money, so they're going to be trying to go for it. Mini's going to fall in. It's all going to fall into Woxic. He's going to look to save that AWP as he runs back, and well, they are going to push it and gets flashed, and now we go. Well, that it comes in from that B site. It's going to go 10-all, but still, Turkey, they are very much still in the money and can buy into this next round.
Yeah, they're actually going to be good into the round after this one as well, just based off of how much money I'm seeing them have still. I mean, 2 players at mid 2000s, 1 player sub 2000, but the rest of them are over 3K, so they should be able to force it into the next one. Calyx with a high bank, $4,100 for him, but he's 22 and 12. I mean, he's having a hell of a showing right now. He's one of the players that we've seen step up for Turkey in the past. When Xantares was having a little bit of a rough match, it was Calyx that was able to step up. It was Paz that was able to step up and bring them to the spot that they're in right now. It's just a shame that those players aren't going to be here, because if you think about it, what do you think the impact could be if you sub out a player like Sasuke or Glove and bring in a Paz or a Xantares? I mean, you got another player that's potentially dropping 20 at this point, and this could be a completely flip-flop scenario where, you know, it was 9-6 for Turkey on their T side going into the second half. Look at this pop flash Sasuke. He's going to be able to spot out 1, able to get that pick, and the trade comes in, and Woxic going to be there, so it's a positive trade now for the Turkish side. Nice little bait and switch that they had set up there for the Z connector. They throw in the flashbang. They blind both of the players. The one player has to abate from the area. They isolate the 1v1. The trade comes in, and then the other 1v1 goes back. But now they're going to get another chance at a 1v1 and an equalizer from the Russian standpoint. But it's Woxic. He has to land the shot, and he doesn't. So Doja comes out with 2 frags into this round and opens up that outside bomb site. Now, Mini's got to be careful. He's not looking for this player to be out from Ivy. What is he doing? He knows that he's got to be here.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened there or what we just saw, but Calyx is going to be left in this 1 versus 2, trying to retake it. You can't help but feel like there was a huge gap in communication there as Mini isn't even looking in the right direction. But Calyx does find 1, nearly makes it 2, but Spades just secures that round there for the Russian side. It's going to go 11-10 as Russia take the lead once again. And now we're going to see their economy starting to build back up and become what it once was, as Doja sitting pretty on about 3,000. Rest of the team kind of floating around the, you know, upper one. You have got world edit in Spades down to 500, which is less than ideal. I mean, Turkey, they're going to be forcing into this next round, like you say. They've got just enough money to do that. CZ up on Mini, but the rest of the players are going to be rifle bound. And, well, now it's going to be a little bit of a change of pace here as Turkey, they push up both Sasuke and Calyx kind of aggressively here. Sasuke now actually falling back. Sorry, Calyx actually falling back over towards that B site, whereas Sasuke, he's playing the aggressive pop area. And while he's trying to get a little bit of information off of that, he knows that there's at least 1 or 2 players up there because of the nade and the gunfire happening at different times. Mini is going to start things off, finds 1 into Electronic, and that's going to open things up for Turkey with a 1-round advantage. Doja having to fall back from Ivy, go back up his team over towards B, completely removes their presence over towards there. Now Mini playing this ladder, going to be playing up close, jumps around the corner, he lands the dink off the ladder. Ooh, but he isn't able to pick up the frag as Spades does land that one. Now he's down to 5 HP though, and HP advantage is actually going the way of Turkey. Doja, who's been their star player up until now, is going to be pushing out towards that A site, gets 1 on a Sasuke, does it get dinked down to 11 HP. But still, this is going to yield them that site and allow for this plant to come on in. They're not going to account for Glove, though. Still alive, still wreaking havoc in their back lines as he finds 2. And now it's going to get put into this 2 versus 3 scenario. Woxic waiting patiently on the other side of that Molotov, trying to get in to help his team trade. And Doja, he's low HP. He's playing up in Evan, and he's just going to get shot through the wall. Fair enough. Calyx, wherever floats your boat. And well, it's all going to fall in the world. It hit 1 versus 3. Makes it a 1 versus 2, but the defuse is coming in. Woxic's watching that angle, and there we go. It's going to go 11 all here as Turkey, they managed to pull another round back and onto the board.
Yeah, and again, that was an expensive round for the Turkish side. They lost 3 weapons into that, but they do have enough money, at least on Calyx, to drop over an M4 if they so desire, and that's going to be the case. We will see the reinvestment from Russia because they know that the money is low. They got all of the eliminations in the previous round 20 and round 21. They got 3 eliminations in round 22. So out of all of those rounds, they only carry 2 rifles into the next one. But because of their opening gambit with 4 rounds going their way, 3 of those being flawless, they stacked up so much money that they can still reinvest into this one. And again, Electronic, pushed out by Olaf, is going to get naded down, mollied out, and he is just going to have to burn his smoke immediately in the beginning of the round. Spade's just running out. Sasuke gets mowed down from that Tech 9, but Glove is going to be there for the return, and Woxic from back at Old Bomb is going to be able to find another one. Hooch goes down this battle with Glove, and he's going to find his second on the round. So a nice little bit of a recovery here from the Turkish side, but it's World Edit with just a scout to find one, and the main advantage still only favoring the Turkish side by 1 player. Doja and World Edit trying to get it done, but it's Mini to push out, and he finds one with Woxic backing him up, and Turkey going to take back the lead 12-11, and now we see the reset on the Russian side. So this is an opportunity. This is a golden opportunity for Turkey. Up to 13-11 before all said and done. They get another opportunity to build up their economy even higher. They've got to recover from the last couple of rounds where they've lost a few players, and see if they can get smooth sailing in to close out this matchup.
Yeah, no one saw this coming. 11-12 is the scoreline with Turkey in the lead. 1 round ahead over their Russian counterparts now. And well, Russia, they're going to be looking to try and make something happen over towards this B side, but Mini's going to start things off with 1 frag on Husha. Looks for a second as well as he goes aggressive out in the upper area. Now he finds one in the space as well, manages to make it 3, looks for the 4th, but Doja does just manage to find him in the nick of time, but still a 3-for-1 trade, definitely in Turkey's favor. Calyx comes in for the rotate, he's able to get 1. Doja gets that trade frag in before getting taken down by Woxic. It's going to go 11-13, and Turkey, they're looking incredibly strong right now.
I'm actually impressed that Doja was able to get that flank, because he had to push down through the inner lower ramp, run all the way through the bomb site, up the ladder, and flank him in inner upper with nobody seeing it. So somehow he makes that work. I don't know how the hell he does that. Like a speed demon. It's doing it sideways, admin. Shades of food. But back into this one, we will see the reinvestment. No AWP for World Edit. The money's just not there for the Russian side. And they are going to posture up for this inside take. 2 rounds to difference, Turkey. But look at this position again for Many. He's just hiding behind that smoke. One-ways it. And he finds Hooch. Not only that, but he finds the bomb carrier. So now they know that the bomb was up there in the box hall, so they can rotate that player in. And they've still got a player just sitting underneath of the ladder room right now. That's Sasuke. If he pushes, now we know this, he obviously doesn't. But if he pushes right now, he could potentially throw a huge spanner in the mix. And now he might just poise up and push, but it's Mini that's doing the work. He's got 3 kills on the round, looking for a 4th. It could be the ace. He's going to have to go for the reload, gets caught out. World Edit's going to find him, but he gets the quad, and that's all that matters. They will forfeit the bomb plant, but the flank comes in, and this should be the finishing touches for World Edit, but he does manage to get 1 more parting gift before he goes, but it will be Turkey finding a 14th round. And again, nobody really saw this coming. I mean, I did, but nobody else really saw this coming.
Yeah, I mean, Mini and Calyx, they are putting in the work right now for the Turkish side. What, 50 kills between them? So it's insane. When you work out the rest of their team are actually only on, what is that, 36.
Come on, math.
Yeah, 36, that's right.
You got it, you did it.
Yeah,
I
thought I did. Yeah,
I'm
so
proud
on
of
36, and you know, that is, I don't know, I can't do that percentage off the top of my head. Jesus, I think I'm pushing it now. Yeah, but regardless, 50 kills between 2 players alone. Woxic now taking it to 51.
Just double it, because if it's 50, then you make that 100, and it's 36, you double that to 72, so they have 72% of the... Come on, man.
Oh, wow, that was good. That was nice. Okay, fine. Yeah, so they actually have 72% of the frags now
Not
for
anymore,
their
they have
team.
73.
Yeah, but anyway... not strictly true, because now the percentages change as well, because...
Yeah, you're right, now it's 72.5. World Edit's going to be able to find one on the Woxic. It's down to just Hooch. He's got a Galil in hand. He's pushed up by the oil tanker, but he's going to get taken down by Calyx. And 15-11 now, Turkey looking to steal away the map pick of Russia. It's Train. An unlikely map victory, to say the least. If that is the case, we've got one more opportunity for the Russian conditions to get themselves right. It's an AK buy down, decent utility, but they're on the back foot. They've got to save 4 match points and force OT.
Yeah, and even then, they might not even win the overtime. Right now, they could potentially just be delaying the inevitable. As it's going to go to the 27 round. 11-15 is the scoreline, and what a crazy matchup this has been. No one saw Turkey posting even a good scoreline, let alone potentially taking it. Mini's going to start things off, playing aggressive into that B site once again to just deny any entry there. Doja trying to put in some work for his team as he finds one on a Sasuke. That's going to equalize out these numbers into a 4-4, but the rotate's already come in. Electronic does get one on a Calyx, but Mini once again posting in his second kill of this round. Makes it 3. Mini has been such a key player right now. Woxic towards the outside with the 5-7 in hand, gets one, Glove gets another, and it's going to go 11-16, and oh my god, Corey, what is happening? That's a 5-round lead for Turkey, and they take the victory 16-11 on Russia's map pick.
I'm not even going to waste any time with this. I'm going to throw it over to the analyst desk so they can embarrass themselves. Go ahead, take it away, boys.